So this step is where we need to share rates, because this is where you wanted to give a very special rates to Big Red Group or to any of the sub brands, so whether it be Red Balloon or whether it be Adrenaline. So in the last video or some of the other videos we created, you'll be able to see how to create your own negotiator rates. So now you have seen that video, so it's important now to use this one to help you to share rates with any of the brands that I will show you now. So in the dashboard, the first thing we need to do, again on the left hand side, we wanted to look for the marketplace. Here we are. So once we're in the Rezdy marketplace, we need to go and find agents. So this is where all the agents are living. Once you hit that button, what Rezdy will be doing right now is that it's going to bring up all of our agents all across the world in one single defined location. So what we are looking for is Red Balloon, and you can see here, and also you can see Adrenaline is also underneath that as well. So let's say we wanted to share rates with Red Balloon. So the first thing we wanted to do is just go into their profile. So once you click into their profile, whether it be the logo or whether it be the name of the text, it takes you straight into their profile. Now, if you never worked with Red Balloon before, please reach out to one of their market managers or just follow the instructions here. And this is where you'll be able to see how to connect with Red Balloon. And so another thing, now just one thing to know, because I'm using a company profile, so you won't be able to see these blue buttons here. So if you never worked with Red Balloon before or Adrenaline, just make sure you hit the registration or register with Red Balloon, because this is where you'll be able to enter your company profile in order for you to be able to finish the registration process. So once you have finished the registration, you can now share rates. So sharing rates is super critical, because this is how Red Balloon will be able to access your product. So hit rates, and then you'll be faced with two choices. It's very simple. We're going to go share your rates. So let's hit that, and then we're going to go to the second page on how to share your rates. So what we have here, and we need to accept the terms here, because that Red Balloon is an API connected agent, which means that they're an online travel agent. So just make sure you read it, and then make sure you accept that, and then go close. And then this is where now we need to go and complete the rate sharing. So over here we have the company profile, which is identifying as Red Balloon, and this is where you need to pay attention, because as for the next step, we need to make sure we have selected the right set of negotiator rates that we have pre-selected for it. Now, as you can see, Red Balloon have already created a rate that we have used previously. But for the sake of this demo, I wanted to show you how to use the BRG Tested November category, because this is the one that we just created in another video. So as you can see, I've selected that product. It has given me the product and also the commission. Now, if you have any issues with any of the rates you're seeing here, as well as any of the price or product inclusion, you have more options here. So you can go and manage rates, or you can create a brand new one specifically for the purpose you're trying to service today. However, if you're happy with this, you can proceed with the rate sharing. Now, if you wanted to manage rate, do look for the other video where we show you how to manage negotiator rate. That gives you in full detail. So another important thing to notice here is that how do you want the agents to settle the payment? Now, I can tell you now is that with Red Balloon is that they are hard-coded with full payment to agent. Now, this is a really important thing. Remember, with most of the agents, especially your Red Balloon and also Adrenaline, is that it's always full payment to agent. So what does that mean? The agent will be able to take the full amount in terms of the full gross, and then they will pay you, the supplier, the net in a time that you guys have agreed. So this is what we call full payment to agent. So in this case, we have already selected that, so it's all good. But always it's a handy tip to note on the right-hand side to notice all the different payment systems or all the different ways you can receive payment from the agent. So remember, Red Balloon and also Adrenaline is full payment to agent. So once we confirm both of that information above, we can now just settle our information, which you can see here. And just make sure that we have all of the informations are correct, so you can enter the user additional profile. So the username of the person who's sharing the rates, you don't have to, because this is captured by Rezdy. Any parent company, if you wanted to enter it as well. The booking system that you're using if it's not Rezdy. And if you have a billing email that you wanted to enter, if that's something you wanted to put in as well. And of course, in an internal notes as well. This is more for you, for your purpose. Now, the billing information is just in case if if RedBalloon or someone from the business have any questions about the billing, then that's the email that they would use. Another thing to notice is that before you hit share rates or add agent, is that just pay attention to these two permission buttons that you have here. So these two toggles. So the first one is to allow the agent to go into Rezdy to update the order. So they can go in, change date, and also the name of the customer. The second one is allowing the agent to go in and update the price if you wish to. Now, by default, Rezdy checks both. You can uncheck them just simply by hitting the button. And then what it will do is that it will restrict any of editing after the booking has been made. So once that's been done, all I have to do is just go add agent, and in a couple of seconds, then now RedBalloon will have access to the product that I have just given them access to. And as you can see, it's a very simple step, but if you missed out on anything, you can always reverse back to the different points to have a quick look. Otherwise, you can reach out to our friendly people at Rezdy.